Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Mythlok with your host, Nitin Nair. In our last episode, we were in Southeast Asia and looking at Philippine mythology, and I decided let's switch things up and keep traveling around the world and move to Europe, Ireland in particular, where we will be looking at Irish or goddess from Celtic mythology, whose name sounds very different from the way it's written. Yes, we are going to be looking at the goddess of death and screams, Badb. In Irish mythology, Badb is a warrior goddess who takes on the form of a crow. She is also referred to as Badb Kata, which means battle crow. As a goddess of doom, she can be seen in various guises such as a hideous hag who foretells the downfall of many. She appears in the Togel Bruida di Coca to predict the death of the Condolines. In addition, she takes the form of a woman who washes the chariot of a man named Cormac in what is considered to be an ill-fated act. The cries of Badb are said to foreshadow the death of a person, and the words red-mouthed Badb and pale Badb are used to describe the creatures that will be around the house when they hear the news of someone's death. Many scholars conclude that Badb was a member of Morrigan's crone form, though she sometimes took on the appearance of a young woman, and Badb is regarded as the old woman in the trio. Although Morrigan is not a complete system, some believe that it consists of a set of goddesses who are equal in power. The word Badb is an old Irish word meaning battle crow, and she is often referred to as Badb Kata, which, like we mentioned, literally means battle crow. Scholars believe that her appearance and the role of the crone are related to her fearsome cries and ability to take on the form of a crow during battle. Most of Badb's family members are her sisters, who joined her as part of Morrigan. There she was also listed alongside such notable individuals such as Anand, Nemain, Maka, and Bamba. Her other sisters were also goddesses of sovereignty such as Fodla and Eriu. Her mother Ammas was regarded as a goddess of agriculture. Her father Caelin was a druid, and she was the wife of Nate, who was a god of war. She was sometimes referred to as the wife of Tetra, the Fomorian ruler. The name Badb was an old Irish word that means battle crow. In modern Gaelic, it means crouch. Scholars believe that the word was derived from the Germanic word Bodg. The Old Norse bovar, which literally means war, might have been the source of the goddess's name. She is feared by soldiers as she tries to move the tide of battle to her side. She can appear before a battle to predict the outcome as well as the death of a notable individual. She would sometimes make predictions through cries which are compared with the Beanstay or the Banshee. Irish legends state that the Bive appears either to warn of imminent death or participates in combat where she creates a lot of confusion among the troops. She has been depicted with her sisters in various pop culture pieces. In Charles Moore's A Dirty Job, Bive appears alongside her sisters. In Robert E. Howard's The Phoenix on the Sword, she is mentioned as well. In Michael Scott's Secrets of the Immortals, Bive appears alongside her sisters as part of the Crow goddess. There has also been reference to this goddess as a very loud character in the Marvel universe as well. As you can see, this character still has a lot of confusion surrounding whether she's part of Morrigan or she is an individual goddess on for her own. Regardless, her stories are quite popular with Irish mythology fans, especially who study the Celtic mythology as a whole, because her resonance in other parts of the region are also present, and the way that the crow character is described across multiple different characters also tends to give us a very good indication of how and when these characters come into play as part of their own individual regional mythologies. I know this was a short episode, but we decided that this was a very interesting character that we really needed to bring to you. Thank you very much. Do click a like, subscribe, follow regardless of the platform you're listening on, And do let your friends know as well that Mythlok is back on the air. Thank you very much once again. This is your host, Nitin Nair, signing out by reminding you once again that Mythlok is the home of mythology.